So talking about the Pistons, you're talking about LiAngelo, Killian Hayes, the first-round pick point guard. There was a clip that surfaced of him and Derrick Rose talking, and it looked like Derrick Rose was mentoring Killian Hayes. Derrick Rose, they asked him about it in an interview, and he said that he feels like it's his job to mentor Killian Hayes, and his job is to just try to get him ready, play aggressive with him, because that's how players in the league are going to play against him, because he's a player overseas. And I think Killian Hayes has a lot of potential. Mm-hmm. And Derrick Rose has said this: Killian Hayes is a smaller guard, and Derrick Rose has seen point guards in the league right now that they're like 6'5" now. And he's even said that he thinks in the next couple of years they're going to be like 6'8". And you see that. I mean, we have Ben Simmons, point guard, LaMelo, Lonzo's still there, tall point guard. Cade Cunningham is coming in. So the league is turning. There are going to be tall point guards in the league now. But I still think Killian Hayes has a shot to be a really good player in the league. He's projected to start already off the bat.
So D Rose is coming off the bench.
Yeah, so he's projected. He's going to start. They said he's going to start. And I like his game. He's smooth in the pick and roll. He has a nice jump shot. He can get to the basket. He's a pretty good passer. I don't know if he's going to be ready right now, but I think he definitely has a potential to be one of the better prospects in this draft.
I want to say, like, shout out to Derrick Rose. Everybody know that's one of my, like, favorite players ever. His growth as a mentor and a player after all those injuries has definitely been really impressive. Like, he's now, like, pro-life. He's all about the spirit and all that good stuff. You should see his Instagram. It's hilarious. He makes, like, 2-page post, talk about how good life is and all that. But I think this is great because you got a guy coming in, a rookie. He's, like I said before, he has the IQ. He played overseas. I think he won a chip over there, or they went to the championship. But he has that IQ. He's a step ahead of the game in terms of skill. Athletically, you get a guy who was still is probably one of the most athletic guards in the league, but he was the top 2 most athletic guards ever. You get that guy coming in, an MVP, a guy who's going to mentor you. He's seen the rise and the fall of the league. He's been through injuries and all that. So you get a guy who can mentor you on how to just learn how to be an NBA player, learn how to live the life, learn how to become better in your craft. And like you said, there's big guards coming in. And I think Killian, what is he, 6'3", 6'4"?
He might be 6'2", 6'3".
And if D Rose is telling you a little guard, that should be troubling because he's about 6'3". So yeah. So if he's telling you you're little, and he's not that, he's big, but he's not big. So I think this is gonna
they say Killian Hayes is 6'5".
So
176.
Okay,
he's 176.
Okay, he's frail then. Okay, so yeah, I think this is gonna be great for Killian Hayes though, because you get a guy who won the MVP. He was, before the injuries, he was gonna be the face of the league. He was next up. He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. So you get a guy who's gonna teach you the ropes, gonna teach you how to play, and this is a guy who still can attack the basket like one of the best of them. So I think this is going to help Killian Hayes' game because I think one of his weaknesses was he's not a strong finisher. So Derrick Rose is definitely going to improve his game a lot. And I think for Detroit, this is a good step moving forward.
That's crazy, though, because Killian on film looks like he's about 6'2".
Really?
Yeah, 6'2", 6'3".
His frame. He's probably small.
Yeah, he's really skinny. That's probably why, but he's 6'5", so he's one of those taller guards. And I think he didn't shoot too well overseas, but I think his jump shot looks good. It looks like he's going to be a pretty good shooter in the NBA. And just the Pistons draft overall, I really like that. I like Sadiq Bey out of Villanova. He's a good 3-and-D wing defender.
The young guy they have last year, Sekou Doumbouya.
Yeah,
him. He's a great defender. I like him.
Yeah, he brings a lot of energy. They also they signed Jeremy Grant. So like this, their projected starting lineup. Their projected starting lineup. They have a big team. Yeah, I think it's Blake Griffin, Mason Plumlee, Killian Hayes, Jeremy Grant, and DeLon Wright. They got DeLon Wright. I think he'll be a pretty good mentor too because he's a bigger guard.
Yeah,
he's not like a star player, but he's a pretty solid player.
He was one of those Raptors teams that make D runs. He's a good player. It's gonna be good. I don't know what they're gonna do with all these centers and power forwards, but I definitely liked. I felt like I gave their draft a B+. I liked their draft.
They got Isaiah Stewart too out of Washington.
Yeah, he's more of a stretch 5 type of guy. So I like their team. In terms of the projection, they realize that they're going to be bad. They're going to tank. They're probably going to let go of Blake Griffin soon. They're probably going to trade. These bigs are probably just guys to get in the roster. But I like the Jeremy Grant acquisition. I think Killian Hayes is going to be really good there. I think he can sneaky win Rookie of the Year given the proper opportunities. There's not a lot of spacing on the court, but there's a lot of pick and roll opportunity. That was his best asset was his pick and roll game. So I think this is going to be
Blake
great
Griffin that'll work perfectly.
Yeah, pick and pop. Jeremy Grant, that's going to work too. Mason Plumlee is also not that bad. So I think this is going to be perfect for him, honestly.
It just all depends on how efficient most of these point guards are. I mean, I know point guards, it takes them a while to get settled in. It really just depends on how efficient they're going to be. Because if they're not efficient, they're not going to win the award. We even see RJ Barrett, just because of his efficiency, he didn't even make the rookie team. So we'll see. I think Killian has a lot of potential. Do I think he'll be like a first team all rookie this season? I'm not entirely sure. But I think he definitely has a lot of potential.
I think this class we need patience with this class. I think we're going to need a lot of patience and time with this class because it's going to take a while to evaluate them because this is the first class out out COVID, and this is the first class that's going to witness the new NBA. So it's going to be a little different for them. So we need patience with them. That's all.